Howdy there, Ken. Here we are, episode 10. Question today: to bonus or not to bonus? That is the question as an affiliate.
Well, there's multiple ways to think about that, right? So, as someone who promotes products, is providing a bonus worth it? I've asked people. It's an informal poll, and a lot of people have told me it doesn't really matter. But I see the flip side of that because I used to be the type of person that would bonus shop, if you know what I mean. I used to compare products and never mind about the product itself and whether or not the product was actually a good product. All I cared about was who gave me the largest amount of money or value in terms of their bonuses.
It is true. So I would say to bonus or not to bonus. When you look at that question, it's really going to come down to what niche you're in
Hmm.
and sort of what your audience expects. Not just your audience, but the overall audience in that market.
Right.
So if you're doing affiliate marketing for physical products on Amazon, bonuses probably not so much. I mean, I don't know that I've ever really seen that. If you're
Yeah.
doing products in the digital space in the make money online internet marketing niche, and I think that's what you're referring to about bonus shopping,
Yeah.
probably for those types of products, because that audience, that target market has really kind of been trained over the years to be bonus shoppers
Yeah.
because that's always sort of been the strategy. I know when I first got into the make money online space, it was all about, the training and these huge bonuses, stacking bonuses, value,
Right.
perceived or otherwise, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree. I like the fact that you said that it depends on the niche that you're in because you're right. I mean, in our small corner of the world, bonuses do matter to a lot of the people that are looking at buying these products because they don't know any better. And I think once you start wising up to how certain marketers tend to do things, you understand that it's just a smokescreen. That the bonuses really and when I think back to when I first started buying these products, I never used any of them. They were not anything that provided me with any value. So and it also depends on the marketer who is promoting it too. If the product is a good product and let's say somebody like Philip promotes something, I know that the bonus that he's going to be offering is going to fill a gap in that product that it's really going to help me. So it's something that's going to be of value to me and not some kind of throwaway just to say that you have a bonus. And what I admire about people who operate that way, where they say, "Hey, this product is really good. I can't really think of any real major holes that I could fill with a bonus. So, there is no bonus." That kind of level of honesty to me really matters. And even like in the physical space too. I mean, you talk about bonuses and for me, having been in Amazon FBA seller, thinking of bonuses and things, for me, it was more of just being part of my beta testing group to be on my list so they could test products. So I used it in a way to build up my email list, um, by giving away that kind of a bonus. But it was you're right, though, it's very difficult to give away a bonus unless the product has a specific small type of accessory that you can add to it that's gonna help enhance the overall experience of the product.
Yeah. So, you said Philip, of course, that's Philip Barrowman and Taking Action Online. And of course, when we promote Taking Action Online, even here, there's a link here below the YouTube video. If you're listening on the podcast, you can always go to theaffiliatefiles.com and you can check out the community. And our bonuses for the community are us, right? Direct access to us inside the community as mentors, coaches, consultants, whatever you want to call yourself, right? It's direct access to us inside the community to help you along as you move through your journey of building a real online business, starting with affiliate marketing. But to go back to that idea of who you buy from, the marketer itself, and the market. So a few episodes back, you asked me how I got started, and I mentioned that I actually purchased a Make Money Online product from a podcaster that was doing a political history and political podcast, and his bonus was to get access to his history political sort of Patreon, his
Mm,
insiders club, if you will, right? So bonuses don't just have to be about the product you're buying or to fill a gap in the product you're buying. Of course, that's typically what we do. Again, in the make money online internet marketing space, is we look to fill that gap by offering additional training or maybe something that's done for you, like email templates or done for you, pages or funnels that you can just plug into the training once you go through the training. But again, it doesn't have to be. And that can
right.
go back to the physical world. If you're doing affiliate marketing for physical products, like if you sell something, for example, just to think of something funny, like if you were an affiliate for IKEA products, your bonus could be like how to easily put this thing together, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a video or instruction, or I'm going to bring a 12 pack of beer and I'm going to come over to your house and help you put it together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I agree with you with when it comes to the time. So, that's one of the bonuses, and I know you do as well. Like I give away my time to people, whether it be 30-minute Skype call with me or just being part of the Taking Action Online community, giving of our time. Because just based off the experience and perspective that you and I have had, being part of this space, it's sometimes very hard to just get someone to get you an answer. And I think that kind of level of bonus, and I'm using the air quotes here, um, really to me provides a ton of value because while it's not something that you have stored on your desktop in a file somewhere tucked away, it does pay huge dividends when you can reach out to somebody, ask a question, and get an honest answer. And I think that to me is the value of that kind of a bonus. And it's a very powerful bonus that I wish more people would take advantage of,
Yeah.
quite
Well,
honestly.
that comes to it too, or brings up a question and a few thoughts about bonuses. So giving up your time, because one of the things I also want to talk about is the actual delivery mechanism of the bonus.
Hmm.
So depending on the platform, say if you're on Warrior Plus, JVZoo, or ClickBank, Warrior Plus and JVZoo have a way to deliver a bonus as part of the purchase. And again, that speaks to the market and the audience, why they expect it, because it's baked into the marketplace that you're selling on.
Right.
ClickBank doesn't have a way to deliver a bonus. Now there are third-party ways that you can interface with their platform and deliver that bonus by checking the receipt automatically versus doing it manually, basically having them emailing you receipt and then you go back to your ClickBank account and check it. Right? That'd be the same kind of way. Or actually, I don't even know how you would do that. Like if you were doing it, bonuses with Amazon, I'm not
Right.
sure that you could even check that,
Yeah.
going back and looking at a way to verify the purchase.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that platform gives you that kind of thing. Now the platform or the cart that we use currently, like app Pay Kickstart has a mechanism to do it. Thrive Cart, Sam Cart, these types of carts that you may or may not have heard of, but again, it depends on the space, you know? Like there's lots of other platforms out there. So a lot of the technical stuff about that, about delivering the bonus, is platform specific. But then how much time do you as an affiliate want to put into the bonus itself? Not setting up the delivery, but for example, the one-on-one calls takes 30 minutes. There's no way to take that 30 minutes away. Like you can't scale that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Whereas if you just give them a link and a video that gives them the same information, that can sometimes be just as good or okay. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's as powerful as getting on and having a one-on-one call as a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you on the time constraint part of it. And, to me, I just find it interesting that even though I do offer up some of my bonuses for my time, essentially, that rarely anybody takes advantage of it, which is kind of quite interesting. But they'd rather, and this is just personal preference, they'd rather just reach out every once in a while when they have a question and get an answer, which I'm totally fine with as well. But knowing full well that even though you and I were friends, we've never met. We've never met in person. We talk on video a lot, and but yet we haven't met on person. But the contact of knowing that there's somebody out there that you can ask questions and have contact and network with and get to know, that's extremely powerful, at least in our neck of the woods, which is the make money online world, because it can be a lonely place. And even though you've got all these communities that you can be a part of, some people are just shy, and they just rather get the answers they need when they need it. And that to me is just as valuable a bonus as anything.
Yeah. And to, sort of expand on that, just knowing that somebody told you it's okay to reach out to me,
Yeah,
because some people just need to be told, hey, it's okay to send me a message,
yeah,
you know, on Facebook or Skype or whatever, you're doing, or to send me an email and just ask me a question.
yeah.
So that leads me to a different angle of this, though, about, and I've seen this, and I think this happens a lot, and I can understand it too. I mean, it's basic. The idea is like oversubscription, right? So, like in the world of the internet or telephones, right?
Right,
Those companies only have so much resources available, but they have 1,000 customers, but really they only can have 100 customers at any given time, utilizing that resource. So, it's oversubscription to the fact that they sell the service knowing that only a finite amount of people are going to use it at any given time. For example, to go back to the old days of the telephone, if everybody was to pick up their telephone at the same time, it would crash the system.
yeah,
So if you offer a bonus, you as a vendor, and you sort of have to take that into consideration, because if you offer up a 30-minute call, you have to be aware of how many people are actually going to purchase that product. So if
right.
you know that 1,000 people are going to purchase this product based on, your audience and how well they're going to, accept this product, you really can't offer that bonus, can you? Or are you comfortable with knowing that you can offer the bonus and 1,000 people are going to buy it, and you know that only 10 people are actually ever going to take you up on
Yeah, and I think that goes to just the whole point of knowing your audience and knowing whether or not, and be willing to take that risk. I, for one, I'm always open to doing it because I'm still in the early stages of my growth as a marketer, and I can only imagine once you get to a certain level how your time constraints are. But for me, I'm always open to it. I mean, for those of you who have bought something from me and you I was part of the bonus, I'm still waiting for you guys. Like,
it.
seriously,
Yeah, right?
reach
Give me a
out.
call, send me a
Yeah, give me
message.
a call. Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely. I want to talk to people because I know how hard it is, and when you can actually speak to somebody, how reassuring, like you had mentioned, how much reassurance that can be, to know that it's okay, that you're not alone, that you're not the only person that feels or thinks a certain way. That's why it's so important. But yeah, I totally understand that yeah, if you sell 1,000 copies of something and you offer that up as a bonus, there has to be a level. There has to be a level, right? So if you're going to sell 1,000 copies of product X, which costs $17, but let's say you've got a bonus, which is one of your upsells. As part of your upsells, you could leverage that bonus as a way to drive additional sales. But maybe it'd be something that's more of a high ticket type of a thing, where you say one of my bonuses or one of my upsells is you get this 30-minute call with me where we strategize on your steps going forward, and that costs X. But that's not a bonus then again. It's more of an upsell. But if, let's say, they buy a certain type of package, they buy a coaching package, then they can, on top of that, maybe get an additional bonus that you offer, which is, a weekly call with them for 30 minutes. Then it
Yeah.
would be
So
worth it.
yeah, so the idea there is you're making your bonus restrictive, or you're making it more valuable, because
Mhm.
if they're ascending through a funnel, right, they don't get the product on the front end. So, the front end of the first product, the purchase, you may not have a bonus that there. You may have to buy the second upsell or that one-time offer or the additional thing, right, of that product to get that bonus. And you also, that may not even be restrictive enough. You may need to limit the bonus to
Right?
the first 10 people that buy. And
Mhm.
then you get back into the technical piece of how do you make sure that 10 people that buy, right? At that point, maybe it's not the first 10 people that buy, it's the first 10 people that claim it. And then you have a mechanism again where you set up people, or you set up access for people to access their bonus just like they access the product, and then they can log in, and then you put a limit on there, use a coupon. Again, you get into the sticky wickets of the actual technical, clicks
Right.
and how you would do it depending on what kind of cart you're using or what type of product and how to control that. And again, then it may just be the first 10 people to reply with their receipt get the bonus, right? And
Right.
then you just go through your email and it's time stamped. And then you reply to number 11, 12, 13. But the problem then is you would still get 1,000 emails
Yep.
and that you would need to respond to. So these are the kind of things that you need to think about. And that was really my point, right? Was to make sure that you consider what it is you're giving away. Because I do it a lot myself. Like I give away 30-minute chunks of time because I know, and it goes back to that oversubscription that I was explaining, that's sort of, my brain thinking the way I used to think in my old career and, communications and information technology. I would know that I would set up a certain number of users knowing that they would never use the bandwidth that I gave them so we could sell it as a service provider and never have to worry about it. And then when it got to that point where there were so many people using it, we needed to upgrade that bandwidth. And that was just part of doing business.
Right.
So you as an affiliate marketer, you have to think that way, right? You have to think that as a one-man show or a one-man band, there's only so much that you can do to deliver on your bonus. If you're talking about giving away your time, then that's
Yeah.
how you have to look at mechanisms. And of course, that's why digital products are so powerful because you can scale them so easily. And that's the same kind of thing you can do with a bonus. You can scale that super easily with just recording the video. 1,000 people can all log in and watch that video. But
Right.
on the flip side of that coin, you could also restrict that just as well to make it just as valuable.
Right. Right. So there's so many different ways to do this, and there's so many different, was that term, bits and bobs, bits and bots, or
Bits and
whatever,
bobs, bits and
bits
bytes,
and
bits. Yeah.
that that goes into it is it's amazing. I mean, I'm not at that level where I am a vendor where I'm actually providing that as part of people buying products. Just as an experience as an affiliate, and just even setting that up within, let's say, for instance, Pay Kickstart, and just getting to the point where I'm setting up a page and setting up, registration and doing all this kinds of stuff. You don't really see that kind of stuff because as a consumer, when you buy the product, it just happens.
Yep.
But as someone, as an affiliate, I can see behind the scenes. Okay, I've got to set this page up. I've got to set up maybe an opt-in page so that I can at least capture their email address to give them access to the bonus. Right, little tip right there that I learned.
To to create a buyer's list of your own as an affiliate.
Correct. And so you just don't know all these little things, these little nuances that go into it. I can only imagine what it's like, and you have experience. And maybe you can share with our viewers and our listeners what it's like being a vendor and having to set all that stuff up, because you make it look easy.
But it just goes back to the practice, right? Picking one platform and becoming proficient at it and learning how it works, which can be frustrating as an affiliate. For example, if you operate on one specific platform as a vendor, you get to know it inside and out. And then you see a really good product and they're operating on a different platform. It doesn't have that feature, or you have to take the time to learn that feature.
Right.
But that also speaks to when you support a product and you establish a relationship with a vendor as an affiliate and how you can support your audience, a lot of times, depending on the size of the product or just the value that the vendor provides, they'll provide you bonuses. So you don't even have to create your own bonus. You can give away some of the vendor's bonus. For example, in the PLR or private label right space where I'm a vendor, I work with some vendors that actually have huge collections of private label rights content that they sell, but they also have set aside a huge chunk of it to use as bonuses. And what they'll do is they'll send out on their JV page, or they'll set up an email list so people can join, the affiliates can join the JV list, and they'll notify you that they have a product launch coming. And then they'll say, make sure you check out my bonus repository. Send me what you're going to pick as a bonus, one or two. Tell me what you're picking. That way I can take it off the list so the other affiliates don't pick the same thing. This is very powerful. And now you're
Ooh.
talking about, and because you asked me about being a vendor, being a vendor and growing and expanding is the same thing, right? Talking about scale. So as a vendor, you're doing the same thing. So you want to empower your affiliates as much as you can. So if you have the power or if you have the content available to give that to them, and then you can, say, only, each affiliate only gets one product. So that way, every affiliate is going to have a different product. It just increases the value again. So, yeah, there's a lot of that on the vendor side as well. But you, as an affiliate, specifically, here on the affiliate files, we're talking about the truth about making money online is establishing a relationship with your
Right.
audience as well as with the vendor. Because don't be afraid as an affiliate, once you get a little bit of, I'll just say power. Ooh, look at that. I didn't use air quotes. Well, now I just did,
You
right?
just did.
But you build a relationship with your audience. You also build that relationship with the vendor. So sometimes, even if the vendor doesn't do what I just described as far as having a collection of bonuses, they have a bunch of products. They may be willing, if they know you're going to bring in enough sales, right, to earn them money, to give you one of their products as a bonus, as an exclusive bonus. You know what I mean? Or semi-exclusive. I mean, depending on, they could do
Right.
it for a few people. You just have to present that correctly, right? Don't ever say that you're the only one giving it away unless you actually got that, word 100% that, you set that deal up. But it's something
Yeah.
to think about as an affiliate.
Yeah, absolutely. In order to get that though, you've got to be a super affiliate, someone that's bringing in a ton of sales. But that's a very powerful tool, especially when you make that relationship or build that relationship, and you can get access to that, because that then to me just really solidifies that relationship with the vendor, between the vendor and affiliate, and it just makes it that much more of a better relationship to me. I know for a fact that when it comes to bonuses, I tend to struggle with coming up with bonuses. And when I talk to you, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this and this." I'm like, "What? Like, how did you think of that?" I mean, it's just one of those things where just understanding your audience is so important as an affiliate. Understanding your audience, understanding where the gaps are in whatever they do, because, and that's one thing that I need to do as someone who's starting to grow as an affiliate, to start looking back, and with the perspective I have, to start analyzing that and saying, hey, look, when I was at that stage, this is what was really valuable to me, and start incorporating that as a way to think of these bonuses, because you know what, there's only so much of me to go around. There's only so much of my time I can give you
can
guys.
only give I can only give so much akin for your cow away.
Yeah.
But it's true, right? You have to sort of step back, and it's where the line starts to cross between
Right.
affiliate and vendor, or product creation. So as you develop as an affiliate, you know I'm not to say you can't make a full-time living just as an affiliate, but I think that affiliate marketing leads to the road of creating your own product, because honestly that's where the real money is. Even if you never open up your own product to affiliates, if you just use paid traffic and just get your own traffic, and you don't open up to affiliates, the experience that you gained as an affiliate, you learn how powerful, you know creating a product is, and making sure that there's no holes to fill for the affiliates. Because sometimes people will create a product and it's like, man, what
Yeah.
do I come up with for a bonus? Because this product is small, succinct, and on target, right? So at that point, the only thing I can offer up is my time, because maybe the people that buy it will have questions, something that I missed, right? Because you're always going to miss something.
Right.
But that also brings it back to, you said a key word there that I want to tap into before we wrap it up, is value. So make sure that your bonus is valuable, and don't think that slapping a dollar sign on your bonus makes it valuable. Because if you're selling $100 product, or even worse, a $15 product, and you offer $1,000, 3,000, 6,000, $9,997 mega bonus pack, that's absurd. And honestly, it makes you look ridiculous. You may not think so, and you may see other people do it. Again, niche dependent, but it happens a lot here in the IM MMO space. It's embarrassing. I'm just going to say it, for those people to think that they're talking to people and that people are that stupid. It's insulting. Now, a lot of people fall for it originally just because they think they're getting that value, but just step back as a consumer and do yourself a favor and really think about that. How in the world could they afford to give you $10,000 in bonuses for a $10 product?
Yeah, that always amazes me. To even think that I had that brief lapse of common sense judgment there, that, the bonuses are worth 10 or 100 times more than the actual product itself. What was wrong with me? I have no idea. I have no
We we
idea,
all
but
went we all went through it. It's like a rite of passage, but
it's an unfortunate rite of passage, but that's the reason why we have the affiliate files, is to really open up those files and tell you guys, and really teach you what we've learned, and so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that we make. That's the whole goal.
so to bonus or not to bonus, it is the question, but understand how powerful it can be, but also understand that it can backfire.
Right.
If you offer up a bonus and you can't deliver, then that's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin your reputation with your audience and with the vendor that you're an affiliate for. And always remember that you're building a relationship with both sides of that, with your
Right.
audience and with the vendor. And it's a great way to really drive home that relationship, a bonus, a really good bonus, with both sides. Because if it's a really good bonus, you're going to make a lot more money. And that's going to establish that relationship that much quicker with the vendor. And if it's a really good bonus, it's going to establish your authority and your trust with your audience.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, I'm glad you approve. And with that, I'm Gary Baker. He's Ken Furukawa. We'll talk to you later. Bye.